Packing a keto lunch for work that actually tastes good can feel nearly impossible when you are tired of the same old salads and lonely chicken breasts. But this collection of 18 easy recipes proves that keto lunches can be just as satisfying, flavorful, and convenient as anything you would grab from a cafe. One smart swap in this lineup turns a classic comfort food into a low-carb lunch that stays crispy even after reheating. And these ideas are designed to be practical for busy mornings, so you are not spending hours meal prepping. Whether you are feeding yourself, packing lunches for the family, or trying to stay on track while your coworkers order pizza, these meals make keto feel doable. Think creamy avocado chicken salad. Let's kick things off with a lunch that feels almost too indulgent to be keto-friendly. These bacon-wrapped avocado boats are perfect for work because they're portable, filling, and require zero reheating. You just have an avocado, scoop out a little of the flesh, and fill the center with shredded cheese and maybe some cooked chicken. Then you wrap each half with a couple of bacon slices and bake until the bacon is crispy and the avocado is warm. The result is a creamy, salty, smoky bite that holds together beautifully in a lunch container. If you want to keep it dairy-free, swap the cheese for a sprinkle of nutritional yeast or just leave it out. Every time I pack these, I feel like I'm getting away with something delicious. Now, let's move on to another handheld option that's just as easy to throw together. Next up is a classic comfort dish that gets a low-carb makeover without losing any of the creaminess. This zucchini noodle chicken Alfredo works great for work lunches because it reheats well and keeps you full for hours. You start by spiralizing a couple of zucchinis into noodles, then saute them briefly to remove excess water. Meanwhile, you cook diced chicken breast in butter until golden, then stir in heavy cream, garlic, and parmesan for a rich sauce. Toss everything together and you've got a bowl of pasta-like goodness that's actually packed with veggies. For a nut-free version, skip the parmesan and use a dairy-free cream cheese alternative instead. It's one of those meals that makes you forget you're eating low-carb. Stick around because the next dish is a cold salad that's perfect for busy mornings. If you're looking for something that takes almost no time to prep, this tuna-stuffed avocado is your new best friend. It's ideal for work because you can assemble it in under 5 minutes and eat it right out of the container. You just mash a can of tuna with mayonnaise, diced celery, and a squeeze of lemon juice. Then you scoop the mixture into 2 avocado halves and sprinkle with a little salt and pepper. The creamy avocado pairs perfectly with the tangy tuna salad, making every bite satisfying. To make it egg-free, use a vegan mayo or simply mash the tuna with olive oil and mustard. This lunch feels light, but keeps your energy steady all afternoon. Next, we've got a warm, hearty option that's like a hug in a bowl. If you're finding these keto lunch ideas helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps more people discover this roundup. Also, consider subscribing so you don't miss future collections like this one. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 18 recipes would you try first for your work lunch? Or maybe you have a favorite keto swap you use all the time. Share your thoughts and keep the conversation going. And stick around because there's more great ideas coming up next. This cheesy broccoli and chicken casserole is the kind of meal you'll look forward to all morning. It's perfect for work because you can make a big batch on Sunday and portion it out for the week. You simply combine cooked chicken, steamed broccoli, and a creamy cheese sauce made from cream cheese, cheddar, and a splash of almond milk. Pour it into a baking dish, top with more cheese, and bake until bubbly and golden. The result is a comforting one-dish meal that reheats beautifully in the microwave. If you're avoiding dairy, use a vegan cheddar shreds and a cashew-based cream sauce instead. This casserole feels like a warm hug on a busy workday. Up next, we're switching gears to a fresh, crunchy wrap that's anything but boring. Let's keep things simple and fresh with a lettuce wrap BLT that's loaded with creamy avocado. This is a fantastic work lunch because it's crisp, cool, and doesn't need any reheating at all. You take large, sturdy lettuce leaves like romaine or butter lettuce and layer on crispy bacon, sliced tomato, and ripe avocado. A smear of mayonnaise on the lettuce helps hold everything together and adds richness. Roll it up like a burrito, and you've got a handheld lunch that's low in carbs but high in flavor. For a nut-free option, skip any nut-based spreads and just double up on the avocado. Every bite is a perfect balance of salty, creamy, and fresh. Next, we've got a warm, savory option that's perfect for chilly days at the office. This cauliflower fried rice with egg is a total game changer for anyone missing takeout on a keto diet. It's great for work because it comes together quickly and tastes even better the next day. You pulse cauliflower in a food processor until it looks like rice, then saute it with sesame oil, garlic, and ginger. Push the cauliflower to the side, scramble an egg in the same pan, then mix everything with soy sauce or coconut aminos. Toss in some frozen peas and carrots if you like, or keep it simple with just green onions. To make it soy-free, use coconut aminos or tamari, and skip the peas for a lower-carb version. This dish is so satisfying that you'll forget you're eating vegetables instead of rice. And coming up next, we've got a creamy soup that's perfect for sipping at your desk. Next up, we have egg muffin cups with spinach and cheese, and these are such a lifesaver for busy mornings or quick work lunches. They're perfect for keto because they're packed with protein and healthy fats, and they hold up beautifully in the fridge all week. You simply whisk together eggs, fresh spinach, and your favorite shredded cheese, then pour the mixture into a greased muffin tin. Bake them until they're puffed and golden, and you've got a handful of portable, filling little bites that taste just like a crustless quiche. They come together in under 20 minutes, so you can batch a dozen on Sunday and grab 2 or 3 each morning. If you want to switch things up, toss in some crumbled bacon, diced mushrooms, or chopped bell peppers for extra flavor and texture. These egg cups are warm, cheesy, and satisfying, and they keep your energy steady right through that afternoon slump. Once you have those prepped, let's move to another handheld favorite that's just as easy to pack. Now let's talk about Keto chicken salad lettuce wraps, a classic that never gets old and always feels like a treat. They work beautifully for work lunches because they're totally portable, no reheating required, and you can prep the filling days ahead. You start with shredded cooked chicken, then mix in creamy mayo, a spoonful of Dijon mustard, and some diced celery for crunch. Season it with salt, pepper, and a bit of fresh dill or chives, and you've got a rich, tangy salad that hits all the right notes. Simply scoop the mixture into large, sturdy lettuce leaves like romaine or butter lettuce, and wrap them up like a little bundle. For a dairy-free version, swap the mayo for mashed avocado or a dairy-free yogurt, and it still tastes incredible. Each bite is cool, creamy, and crunchy, and it feels like a light but hearty lunch that will not weigh you down. After that refreshing wrap, let's move to a warm and cheesy dish that feels like pure comfort food. If you want to take these keto lunch ideas even further, head over to www.healthybitestribe.com. That's where you'll find tools that make meal planning a breeze. You can use the AI recipe generator to create new dishes based on what you have on hand. The meal planner helps you organize your week with recipes from this list and beyond. You can also save your favorites and share them with friends or family. It's all designed for people with food allergies, dietary restrictions, or anyone aiming for healthier eating. The site is a practical next step for finding more recipes like these. Check it out whenever you're ready to simplify your cooking routine. These zucchini pizza boats are the perfect way to get your pizza fix without the carbs, and they're genuinely delicious. They're a fantastic keto lunch idea because they're low in carbs but loaded with savory toppings and melted cheese. You cut zucchini in half lengthwise, scoop out a little of the center, and brush the insides with olive oil and garlic powder. Then you fill each boat with sugar-free marinara sauce, pepperoni slices, and a generous handful of shredded mozzarella. Bake them until the zucchini is tender and the cheese is bubbly and golden brown, which takes about 15 minutes. You can easily make these vegetarian by skipping the pepperoni and adding sliced olives or mushrooms instead. The combination of tender zucchini, tangy sauce, and dewy cheese is incredibly satisfying and feels like a guilty pleasure. Now that we've covered something with pizza vibes, let's turn to a quick seafood option that comes together in a flash. For a speedy and elegant keto lunch, creamy garlic shrimp with cauliflower rice is a total winner. It's perfect for work because it cooks in under 15 minutes, and it tastes like something from a fancy bistro. You saute shrimp in butter with minced garlic until they're pink and fragrant, then stir in heavy cream and a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. Let that sauce thicken for a minute, and you've got a luscious, garlicky coating that clings to every shrimp. Serve it over steamed cauliflower rice that you've lightly seasoned with salt and a squeeze of lemon. If you're avoiding dairy, use canned coconut cream and nutritional yeast instead of heavy cream and Parmesan for a similar richness. This dish feels indulgent and luxurious, yet it's light enough to keep you from feeling sluggish after lunch. After that shrimp, let's switch to a beefy stir-fry that's full of bold flavors and crunch. Keto beef and broccoli stir-fry is a takeout favorite made low-carb, and it's even better than the original. It's an ideal lunch for work because you can make a big batch and reheat it in minutes without losing any flavor. You slice beef thinly, then stir-fry it in a hot pan with sesame oil until it's browned and tender. Add broccoli florets in a quick sauce made from tamari, ginger, garlic, and a drop of liquid stevia for sweetness. Let everything cook for a few more minutes until the broccoli is bright green and crisp tender and the sauce thickens slightly. For a nut-free alternative, skip the sesame oil and use avocado oil, then top with toasted sesame seeds if tolerated. This stir-fry is savory, slightly sweet, and so satisfying that you will not miss the rice at all. Now that we've covered a beef dish, let's move to a stuffed vegetable that's perfect for meal prep. Stuffed bell peppers with ground turkey are a hearty, colorful lunch that feels like a complete meal in a neat little package. They're great for keto because they're packed with protein and veggies, and you can fill them with whatever you have on hand. You brown ground turkey with onions and garlic, then mix it with rice cauliflower, diced tomatoes, and Italian seasoning. Stuff the mixture into halved bell peppers, top with shredded cheddar or mozzarella, and bake until the peppers are tender and the cheese is melted. The peppers become sweet and soft while the filling stays savory and satisfying. You can swap the turkey for ground chicken or beef, and if you want extra fat, add a spoonful of cream cheese to the filling. These stuffed peppers are comforting, filling, and they reheat beautifully, making them a perfect make-ahead lunch. And with those ready to go, let's keep the momentum going and talk about one more crowd pleaser that wraps up the savory side of things. Number 13, Keto Taco Salad Bowl. Next up is a keto taco salad bowl that brings all the flavor of your favorite taco night without the carbs. This is perfect for work lunches because it's hearty, satisfying, and easy to pack in a container. You start with a bed of crisp romaine or mixed greens, then add seasoned ground beef cooked with cumin and chili powder. Top it with shredded cheddar cheese, diced avocado, a spoonful of sour cream, and some fresh salsa made from tomatoes and onions. For extra crunch, toss in a few crushed pork rinds instead of tortilla chips. If you want to keep it dairy-free, skip the cheese and sour cream and use a dairy-free yogurt alternative. Every bite feels like a fiesta, and you will not miss the tortilla at all. Now let's move on to another wrap-style lunch that's just as easy to throw together. Scene 14. Keto Egg Salad Lettuce Wraps. Egg salad lettuce wraps are a classic keto lunch that never gets old. They work great for meal prep because you can make the egg salad ahead and assemble the wraps in minutes. Simply boil a few eggs, mash them up, and mix with mayonnaise, a little mustard, and some chopped celery for crunch. Season with salt, pepper, and a pinch of paprika for extra flavor. Spoon the mixture onto large butter lettuce leaves and roll them up like a wrap. For a twist, add some crumbled bacon or diced avocado right into the egg salad. It's creamy, satisfying, and keeps you full through the afternoon. Let's keep the momentum going with a fresh seafood option that's perfect for warm days. Season 15. Keto Salmon Avocado Bowl. A keto salmon avocado bowl is a fresh and filling lunch that feels like a treat. It's ideal for work because it requires no reheating and comes together in just a few minutes. Start with the base of mixed greens or cauliflower rice, then add flaked cooked salmon, canned or leftover works great. Top with sliced avocado, cucumber ribbons, and a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Drizzle with a simple dressing made from olive oil, lemon juice, and a touch of soy sauce or coconut aminos. If you don't have salmon, canned tuna or grilled chicken works just as well. The combination of healthy fats and protein keeps your energy steady all day. Next, we have another wrap idea that's packed with smoky bacon flavor. Scene 16. Keto Chicken Bacon Ranch Lettuce. Wrapped chicken bacon ranch lettuce wraps are a crowd pleaser that taste like a loaded sandwich. They're perfect for work lunches because they're portable and don't need any heating. Mix shredded cooked chicken with crispy bacon bits and a generous spoonful of ranch dressing made with sour cream and herbs. Add some diced tomatoes and shredded lettuce for freshness. Scoop the mixture onto large romaine or iceberg lettuce leaves and fold them up like a taco. For a dairy-free version, use a homemade ranch with avocado oil mayo and dairy-free milk. Each bite is creamy, crunchy, and incredibly satisfying. Let's switch gears to a warm, comforting dish that feels like comfort food without the carbs. Scene 17. Keto Cauliflower. Mac and cheese. Keto cauliflower mac and cheese is the ultimate comfort food for your lunchbox. It reheats beautifully, making it a great option for workdays when you want something warm and cozy. Steam or roast cauliflower florets until tender, then toss them in a rich cheese sauce made from cheddar, cream cheese, and heavy cream. Stir in a little mustard powder and garlic for depth of flavor. Pour everything into a small baking dish and bake until bubbly and golden on top. You can add cooked bacon or chopped broccoli for extra texture and nutrients. It's so creamy and cheesy that you will not even miss the pasta. For our final recipe, we're going back to a salad that feels like a full meal. Scene 18. Keto Cheeseburger Salad. Last but not least, a keto cheeseburger salad that captures everything you love about a burger. This is a fantastic work lunch because it's quick to assemble and keeps well in the fridge. Start with a bed of iceberg or romaine lettuce, then add a cooked ground beef patty broken into pieces. Top with shredded cheddar cheese, diced pickles, cherry tomatoes, and red onion. Drizzle with a simple dressing made from mayo, mustard, and a splash of sugar-free ketchup. For a bun-like crunch, sprinkle on some crushed pork rinds or toasted sesame seeds. Every forkful tastes like a classic cheeseburger, but without the carbs. And that wraps up our 18 keto lunch ideas for work, happy meal prepping, and see you in the next video. That wraps up our roundup of 18 keto lunch ideas for work. I hope this collection gives you plenty of inspiration for your busy weekdays. Feel free to pick and choose the recipes that fit your taste, schedule, or dietary needs. If you enjoyed this list, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more helpful meal ideas. You can also find even more support and tools over at www.healthybitestribe.com. There you'll discover an AI recipe generator, a meal planner, and ways to save and share your favorite dishes. Plus, our community chat is a great place to connect with others who cook for allergies, restrictions, or healthier habits. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.